Welcome to another day of Bhagavad Gita Sadhana. I'm Atmadarshan, and it's a pleasure to have your company again today. We're exploring the idea of Samatvam, pardon me, equanimity in yoga and in life as taught by the Bhagavad Gita. And it can be kind of nebulous to say equanimity. Goal of yoga, according to the Bhagavad Gita, is equanimity, just being the same. Well, what exactly does that mean? What are the nuances that we can latch onto for our daily lives? Oh, by the way, before I forget, I'm dedicating this to Michael Lee. May you recover quickly and fully. All righty. Now that that is done, I can feel a certain way. This is what the Gita is talking about. A lot of times, our mood can depend on things instead of just being like, this is the mood that I choose to have, or this is the mood that I essentially have, and going with it no matter what. Our mood goes up and down depending on what we perceive. And especially in today's verse, we're going to look at verse 3:17, and then the first part of verse 18, just the first two lines. And if you have one of the Song of Your Soul books, you can follow along. And if not, you can listen and absorb. Krishna says, "For one who delights just in..." Whoops, I messed up. Let me try that again. Take two. Click. "But for one who delights just in the self, satisfied with the self, and content in the self alone, truly there is nothing to do. That one just has no interest in what is done or is not done." Oh my goodness. I'm not on it with a bonnet today. Oops. And this is hard for me because I'm a perfectionist. This is part of putting the Gita into practice, going, oh, I messed up not once but twice. How do I want to feel about that? Anyway, these verses mention something that many of us really hang our emotional hats on, is what we feel we've gotten done versus what we feel we haven't gotten done. This can be in a shift at a job. Your supervisor might be very attached to this, for example. It might be in the course of a day. Maybe you make a list, and at the end of the day, you go, I got this done, but I didn't get this done. And your mood just fluctuates. Okay. It could be in your life. I've mentioned before working with people who are dying, and the ones who thought that they accomplished what they were here to accomplish on this earth surely approach death much differently than the ones who go, I never did X. And what this verse of the Bhagavad Gita is imploring us to do with a lot of direction is try to be the same whether you feel you got enough done or you didn't get anything done. Because for one who resides in the true self with a capital S, there really is nothing to do. If you are your true self, then your life becomes more about being than doing. What would it be like if instead of looking at your life as a series of things you did, you looked at it as a series of people you were, a series of attitudes you embodied? Maybe different, maybe not. You might be further ahead in equanimity than I. So, for example, this morning, some mornings I'm just slower than others, and right up to signing on, I was trying to get my stuff typed in, the Almanac that's down below, what the temperature is and all that. And I'm glad I read this verse because YouTube was giving me some troubles today. They've updated things, and we all know, like when Zoom changes and you go on, you go, what? And YouTube, what is going on? Okay, so then I'm like, I'm not gonna get this done. But I'd read this verse and I go, What if I don't get that whole almanac done? What if I don't? Eh, well, but I did. And I get to watch my mood about that. Let's see how we do with our pose, the one footed pose, sometimes called one footed prayer or tree. And then we'll check in for meditation. This morning I startled a bunny hidden in the grass, so I'm going to try not to do that. Let's see, go this away. Maybe no bunnies. Switch. My phone is berating me for not charging it. Something to do later. As we sit today, I invite you to contemplate what in your mind you feel you have to do, and any difference in reactions to if you get it done versus if you don't get it done. Can you find equanimity, whatever outcome is yours today? So make sure we press the timer for only 5 minutes instead of 4 hours and 5 minutes. Here we go. Welcome back. Just within those few minutes of contemplation, I had something come up about doing versus not doing. I was holding a mudra, and then I wanted to switch to another one. My body did. And it started to move pretty much without me giving it a conscious command. And then I thought, no, if I'm meditating, I need to sit still to do it right. And then I thought, what about being happier within? So then I changed the mudra. Anyhow, I hope this gives you a lot of food for thought today. Whatever you get done or don't get done, know that there's someone here who appreciates you just for being you. And I hope to see and connect with you tomorrow. Until then.